A long, long time ago, there was a young woman who had a grand fascination with the stars. Her thoughts lived off in places far beyond the soil of this world known as Earth, and her lonely heart knew only the warmth of friendly neighborhood strays and the company of the shining moon. Oftentimes she would find herself alone with troublesome thoughts, destructive in ways that she would never wish upon others. Burdened by a hatred she held only towards her own tortured soul, wondering if she could ever truly find her rightful place in this world, until one day she decided to stop looking. They say that fate works in mysterious ways, that gods of myths and legends exist only if we believe in the stories, and that a chance at a second life is impossible. But there's a soft skittering in the background. It sounds far behind me, but sounds so clear. Is it one of the stray cats again? Oh no, maybe I fell asleep on the roof, but it doesn't feel that cold. It feels somehow peaceful right now. Not a usual feeling I get when relaxing or trying to sleep. It takes some time to force myself out of what comfort I've found, but when I finally do, I'm surprised to find that not only are my surroundings strange and new, but so is my body. What was once thin strands of rusty brown hair are now long and bouncy flows of silvery locks. I watch, shocked, as the pieces drag up from the marble floor beneath me, but that can only distract me for a moment until I realize that my hands have changed too. They were as black as the night sky. Not only that, but decorated as such too. My own skin, glittering with its own stars and constellations, as if a whole new universe was existing right in the palm of my hands. Questioning what might be different, my eyes gazed down to see an entirely new outfit on my body. Something I never would have picked out for myself, but it's oddly comfortable and feels natural. There's a necklace of sorts attached to the bodysuit as well, and my newly found claws clink against the metal gently, curiously. I feel that strange twitch in my ear again, and feel a sense of panic set in when I realize that I don't have any? How on earth am I hearing things then? I grab at my head in desperation, only to reach at cat ears. Oh, I have cat ears. Okay, well then that makes sense. How does that make any sense? Turns out, there were some friends around to give me some answers. Well, not direct answers to many, many questions per se, but at least I wasn't alone. As I searched around this palace I I kept stumbling upon these small little kittens. They were blue, soft, and super sweet and cuddly. Turns out it's only me and them here in this whole place. I couldn't find anyone else, and well, since they can't talk, and they have cute little stars on their bodies like I do on my hands and feet, I think I'll call them starlings. Yeah, my little starlings. I spent a lot of time with the starlings, exploring this palace, and I realized a couple of things. One, well, I was a bona fide cat girl. Ears, tail, fangs, had it all. It was pretty amazing, but it seemed like I had left my human life behind somehow. I didn't want to dwell too long on how that came to an end. Two, I definitely wasn't on Earth anymore. How did I know that? Well, because I could see it out the window. Yep, the whole planet. Which means I was probably on the moon? That's the only thing that would make sense, right? And third, now, this one was more of a feeling, but I had a reason for being here. A purpose. A job. I was meant to take care of these little guys. And something else. But not before a little self-care. It took time to get used to my new life here on the moon, but I slowly started to realize how wonderful it felt to be here. How much more full of life it was, with the starlings inhabiting the palace, always huddling around me and wanting my attention, some of them a little bit more pesky than others. I settled in quite nicely, despite how strange it all was, considering the fact I was reincarnated, it seemed, and just how crazy that sounded. And just who did I have to thank for this second chance at life? Now I know it is my duty to watch over the humans on Earth. Do what I can to keep them safe while they sleep and happy while they go about their day-to-day lives. Even when they feel lost and alone, like I once did, they can always confide in me. Tell me their biggest dreams or their darkest secrets. Let them know that when they look up at the moon, wondering if anybody can hear them, that someone is there, smiling back at them, rooting for them, believing in them, and wishing them nothing but the best, always. A moon goddess, ever present, and forever yours.